Good morning. 10 minutes to 7. Today is the big bike ride. My plan is to get on a train from Alicante to Valencia and then ride back home. About 175k, 1000, maybe 200 meters of elevation gain. So relatively flat for these places. But now I need to not miss the train. It's in, I think it's in 45 minutes, and maybe I need another 20-25 to get to the train station. So the train will take 2 hours to get to Valencia, so it's not a super fast one. And yeah, from there I'm actually supposed to meet a couple of friends for a coffee, and I'm rushing back. Since I found no company, I decided to go full aero. I'm wearing my race day helmet, although it's not a tank trail helmet, but it's a faster one. I'm wearing cuff guards, so all the cyclists around would be making fun of me, I think. But yeah, I thought, why not try and make it also as fast as possible and as easy as possible. So yeah, also running the aero bars. And for now, because the train takes 2 hours, and I packed in the morning and then I'll be riding only after that, I took some food with me and another bottle of water that I will just throw out when I'm done. Right, and the big concern for today is actually the heat. I am doing it in August in Spain, August 15th, so the middle of the hottest month of the year. So now it's 25 degrees. It's the coolest it would be today, but the humidity is actually crazy. I feel like I can touch the air. Taking a little bit of a bike path. I've been here so many times, but I have no idea how does traveling with a bike actually looks like. So yeah, although the ticket actually said unfolded bike, they thought they were expecting me to actually have a bike bag and a case or something to store the bike, and they were surprised to see me just like that with the bike. So yeah. Okay, learning number one. I had to actually negotiate to let me through. This is a train to Barcelona, so it doesn't actually have a spot for proper bike. So they actually had to call someone and check, and told me that I can only get in with both wheels taken off, and only because I'm going to Valencia, so just with one stop. But yeah, they were doubting if I can do that. And another person just blocked me and said that I cannot go with the bike. I told her that they actually told me that I can if I take both wheels off, and she told me that maybe I can, but I need to enter last. So let everyone pass, make sure that everyone entered the train, and then when I pass in last, I need to put my bike so that it doesn't actually it doesn't stand in the way of anyone. So yeah, that's my carriage, but I'm gonna wait until I don't know, another 15 minutes or so. Time for some quick bike check. So this is what I normally ride with. It's a Topeak Race Rocket HP Mini, so the high pressure pump with a hose. It's super cool, but I'm thinking I will take this one with me, which is the Rode DAG. It's a dual action pump with a gauge, and I'm taking a small hose that I bought separately, just so that I don't accidentally break the valve. So the point of this pump is that it actually pumps both ways, up and down. It can easily reach quite high pressure, and yeah, you can actually safely pump the tires for quite high volume. And then, since I'm gonna be out for the whole day, I'm taking a small battery pack with me and a few zip ties. This is my Aeroad, which because I don't have any friends to actually support me on this journey, I'm putting the aero bars in front. I decided to go for Well, I don't know, whatever the best time I can do. It's 177 kilometers roughly, and only 1.2 thousand meters of elevation gain. That's whatever, 3,000 feet, 3.5. Yeah, I don't want to take a lot of stuff with me, but then also I'm kind of expecting an adventure, so I'm taking more stuff than I would normally have with me. So I have my radar here, I have my bike computer, I have the satellite shifters, and I will be carrying 3 water bottles. 2 of them I would be having with my carbs, 120 grams per bottle, and then 240 grams with me just dry to refill. And then I will have 1 bottle of just fresh water that I can pour over myself and use more of an emergency. So it's kind of a standard setup of the, I think the cheapest aeroad you can buy. And then on the bike, speaking of storage, so I love this top tube bag. I'm actually riding with it all the time. I get a lot of hate for it because it's actually quite big. But what it does for me is that I actually have a multi-tool, some tire levers, 2 inner tubes just in this small section, so I don't use the saddlebag. And then I have all this room for everything I want to carry. So I'm gonna be carrying all the food in here, maybe some, just my ID, some documents, some money. And then there is a small pocket where I'm gonna be carrying my phone. So this is kind of semi-waterproof, so I'll be sweating all over it. I'll be carrying my phone here to record the videos, and I will actually have almost nothing on my back. And then this I hate much more, but for this ride I'm taking it. Just a handlebar bag. I will be carrying the pump in there, the battery pack, and maybe I will, if I have something spare that I don't need on the ride itself, but I will be having with me, I'll put in here because it is easy accessible, but not as easy as the top tube bag. So I'll be just having my power bank and everything there. And finally I'm in Valencia. Took just 2 hours. Very nice train. I actually got a little bit cold on the road, but it's good to be colder before the start, so that's now I don't overheat too fast. I'm gonna meet a couple of friends for a coffee, and then I'm gonna just ride. And I'm off. Started off a bit later than I expected, but should be fine. Now passing through the most stressful part of my route for today, I think, which is all the bike lanes in Valencia. I need to exit the city, and I really don't feel comfortable riding bike lanes because that usually feels more complex than it is. I finally entered some more or less separated bike lane. It's quite bad quality. I don't like bike lanes. It's not making me want to ride bike lanes more, but I think that one should take me out of the city. It looks like I'm out of the city, at least out of the bike lanes. My average speed is 19 kilometers per hour, which is crazy low. Finally going okay. Average speed is up to almost 25k an hour, and I'm going roughly 32, 33 on the flat. It's going to be like that for the next 65 kilometers, I think, which is where I have a first planned stop, and after that there will be some climbing, but almost completely flat road before that. The downside is that it is a national road going through some of the towns, so there's a lot of cars. But the going gets quite okay so far. 40k in. So far so good. Yeah, it's getting hot, but I'm just trying not to push too hard and see where it gets me. I think this is the bike course of a triathlon in Gandia that I did 3 years ago. Quite a narrow road, not very good surface, but actually very flat. And windy, same like last time. 75k in, 100 to go. I haven't yet stopped. So my average speed went up to around 30.2, 30.3 kilometers per hour. But now I was riding through Oliva, which is a small last town on the shore that I had, and it was just very slow through the center. So now the speed is down. Yeah, now I'm going deeper from the sea. I'm taking sort of a shortcut over some hills up to Calpe, and there I will get down to the sea and I'll ride alongside of it. I just entered Alicante province. Yeah, it's still almost 100k to go, but this is now just within the region. 80k. I just stopped at a BP and yeah, got 3 liters of water and a Coke, not a zero one, a normal one, and yeah, ate a bar, just a cereal bar to have something in the stomach. It's 95k to go, still more than half, but I feel quite a bit refreshed now. Having a break in a cool room and yeah, just drinking something cold is nice to keep going. Starting the first climb of the day. Average gradient 4%, 3 kilometers. It's nothing special. It's not a lot for especially such a distance. It's still like the whole route is mostly flat, but now I am going really slow. So yeah, now it's time to enjoy. Starting the second climb. Ooh. It's 90k, almost 29k an hour average speed. The current climb is 4% and 4 kilometers. I think that's kind of the second big one, and then that's it. I'm passing the mountains in front. They're not very big, and then I'm going down to the sea. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need another stop. Maybe I will if I'll see just some water source like a fountain, but I don't think I really need to buy more water. I think I should have enough fuel for the rest of the trip. I met a few cyclists along the way, and everyone was very excited to learn about my route today. So they were riding their own loops, and everyone basically rode with me up until some point only. But then when they heard that I'm going all the way from Valencia to Alicante, everyone was like, wow, that's so cool. So yeah, I feel inspired by the reaction that I had. Just passed the first sign with Benidorm on it. So yeah, it feels like getting closer to home already. So hot. It's kind of okay, but yeah, I just want to go downhill a little bit to get some cool air. And now I think it's the last climb before going down to the sea. 1k, 7% gradient. I don't really want to keep climbing anymore. It's just so hot. Finally, I'm on the road that goes straight to home, almost. So maybe about 60k going past Calpe. It's very beautiful. This part of the route is much nicer than whatever was next to Valencia. How beautiful is this? This is the first time I'm here on the bike. I drove here many times, but yeah, passing here on the bike is quite exciting. And that is one of the reasons why it's good to have lights on all the time. Oh wow, now in the distance I can see Benidorm. And Benidorm is maybe halfway from here to home. So the last push. Here's an Orthodox church right next to Altea with a super nice area and view that they got for them over the sea and with some rocks around. 47k to go, which means I covered about 130, and I did stop once more at the gas station, bought another 1.5 liters of water. It's it's still maybe almost 2 hours to go, and I had just about a bottle left. It's just so hot. I want to be able to pour water over myself all the time, so I'd rather carry extra. Looks like I accidentally made the route go through Benidorm and not around it, which means I'm entering the city now. It's not too bad. Maybe it's shorter, but it's probably not the fastest because there's a lot of bike lanes, a lot of street lights, and can be a lot of cars. Let's hope for siesta time that there's no one around. So Benidorm has bike paths like that, and this is where I don't feel safe particularly because I'm in the middle of the road and I don't trust the drivers to actually see me while I'm waiting traffic light. Quick thought on the bike position. So because this is an adventure but I still want to ride as fast as possible, I decided to put on the aero bars, but I didn't touch the saddle, so I did not convert it to the aero TT position fully, just put on the aero bars, which means that the primary comfortable position on the bike is still kind of the road bike position, which I'm riding most of the time uphill and through the cities because I'm on the brakes all the time. And still that allows me to get into the aero position for some short periods where the road is straight and flat. The route I had planned apparently was closed, so yeah, now I'm just following the signs to exit Benidorm, and we'll go towards the road that I thought I was gonna ride on, which is just the main one. That's not a highway, just along the shore. But I think still it's around 35k to go. So yeah, let's see. Heading up the last meaningful climb, which is not really a climb, just some uphill section on the road. Less than 20k to go. I think I'm actually okay. I don't feel like I'm collapsing. I'm just quite a bit tired and it's super hot. My heart rate goes up to 160, 170 on every climb, although I'm not pushing very high watts, and well, not really pushing anything serious. So, and then on the downhills it goes down to maybe 145, 150, but not really below. And I can feel that my jersey is actually wet, but because it's humid and hot, it's not really pulling me down as much. and I don't really want to pour more water over myself because the water is also warm. So yeah, just the last push. I think maybe within 40 minutes I'll be home. So I'm back home. Everything went quite okay at the end, I think. It's been 174 kilometers, 6 hours, 8 minutes roughly. So I think it went not much worse than I thought of my optimistic prediction. So I thought if my riding time would be 6 hours would be kind of cool, close to 30k an hour. At the end, the average speed is 28.5k an hour, and my average, if like we just go into the numbers, so the average heart rate is 147, which is actually quite high for the speed and the effort that I had, but it just went quite high at the end. And then the average power, this is interesting. So the average power was 150 watts. I did do over 200 watts for Grand Fondos that were over 5 hours. So having 150 watts for 6 hours, 8 minutes and riding that far is actually quite a good result, I think, in terms of how little effort you need to put to travel 28.5 kilometers an hour for 6 hours. Would I want to do it again? No, because I would say that the actual route was not interesting. It was not really scenic. It's not the best route by far of what you can get here on Costa Blanca. Anything that I ride daily is prettier than what I did over this long ride. But yeah, in the beginning it was easy to keep the motivation up because it felt like I'm in a reality show or something. So I came up with a challenge. It was a good challenge. It was good enough to motivate me. It was an adventure because if something happened, I would be far from home. So it felt like an adventure. But yeah, so I'm happy I did it. I would not want to do it again. I think the format is okay. Like traveling somewhere by train and then coming back by bike, or maybe the other way around. I think it's a nice way to do it. But yeah, not the same route. See you in the next one.